Welcome back to the Wall Street Podcast. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the Wall Street Journal's Monday, August 4, 2025 edition. Our goal, as always, is to pull out the essential economic and market trends, geopolitical shifts, and tech's impact, giving you a sharp overview. Let's get started. First up, the U.S. economy and the labor market. The July jobs report. Well, it showed 73,000 jobs added. But, and this is significant, there were huge downward revisions for May and June. We're talking a combined 258,000 fewer jobs than first reported. The unemployment rate, though, held steady at 4.2%. Still, that revision is quite something.
It really is. And if you look beneath that headline number, long-term unemployment is a concern. We're talking about people out of work for 27 weeks or more. That figure has now crossed 1.8 million. Outside of the pandemic surge, that's the highest it's been since 2017. And the median time someone's unemployed, that's also up to 10.2 weeks. So it suggests businesses are cautious. The labor force participation rate might be masking the real climate for job seekers.
Right, a much more nuanced picture than just 4.2% unemployment suggests. But even with that caution in the labor market, corporations seem to be moving forward with big deals. Let's pivot to that. We actually saw the highest volume week for M&A since 2021, some really big ones. Union Pacific acquiring Norfolk Southern for $71.5 billion, and Palo Alto Networks picking up CyberArk for $25 billion.
Definitely some big moves. And AI is a major undercurrent in a lot of these corporate shifts. Take Delta Airlines. They're testing AI to set potentially up to 20% of their domestic fares by the end of the year. It's a big jump from the current 3%. It does raise some privacy questions, of course, about tailored pricing.
Personalized fares.
Exactly. And look at McKinsey and Company, too. They're transforming internally, using AI bots for things like taking notes, summarizing research. This isn't just about saving time. It's really changing their structure.
Right.
Could mean fewer junior hires needed for that kind of work.
Okay, so these shifts are happening, but going back to the economic data, those job number revisions, the claims from President Trump about rigged reports, the BLS commissioner being fired, what's the real story there? How much faith can we put in these numbers?
Well, the BLS commissioner, Erica McIntyre, she was confirmed 86-8 by the Senate, widely seen as nonpartisan. The revisions themselves, they're generally attributed to technical factors like falling response rates from businesses to the surveys, not really political bias. But the bigger concern, I think, is the potential damage to public trust in this vital economic data. That's the risk, regardless of politics.
Understood. It clouds the picture for everyone trying to understand the economy's health. Now, speaking of policy impacts, what about tariffs? President Trump's latest moves, like the 39% tariff on Switzerland, how's that playing out?
We're seeing real effects. A Swiss precision toolmaker, Upends, has actually paused plans to expand in the U.S. because of the uncertainty. And the International Chamber of Commerce, they're reporting widespread delays in investment, in hiring, globally. Plus, it's starting to hit consumers. These tariffs are showing up in prices. Companies like Colgate-Palmolive are raising prices. Ford's facing higher duties. So everyday items, cars, potentially getting more expensive for you.
Right. The ripple effects are becoming tangible. And linking back to AI, we mentioned Delta using it for pricing, and we know some tech firms have maybe overstated AI claims.
Yeah.
How much of AI's economic contribution are we actually seeing or measuring?
That's a fascinating question. Because generative AI, just in 2024, is estimated to have created something like $97 billion in U.S. consumer surplus. That's value consumers get. But it's largely uncounted in GDP because, well, many of these AI tools are free to use.
Like search engines or free apps. Value exists, but no direct transaction to measure.
Precisely. So there's this huge unmeasured benefit that might actually outweigh the direct revenue generated. Even while, yes, some companies face scrutiny for maybe hyping up their AI capabilities and marketing, the true economic footprint it's much broader than our standard metrics show.
So pulling this all together for you, the listener, these trends mean job searches might feel longer, more uncertain. You might find yourself being a bit thriftier with daily spending. And you're seeing this broader economic picture where huge corporate deals happen even while individuals feel financial anxiety. It's a bit of a disconnect.
It really is. And maybe the final thought to consider is how all these things, government policy, incredibly fast tech changes like AI, shifting market dynamics, how they're fundamentally reshaping not just the big corporate balance sheets, but the actual day-to-day economic reality for individuals and families across the country.